Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Dave's Top 3000 Songs of the Rock Era. Today I'm up to song number 2258, and that one is Misty Blue by Dorothy Moore. This came out in 1976. Here's a picture of the single. It was also released on her 1967 album, 76 album called same title, Misty Blue. And here's a picture of Dorothy Moore around the time she recorded it. Pretty great R&B and soul and gospel singer, I'd say. I've only heard a couple of her songs. I know this one. I also know one of their other hits, "I Believe You," but I haven't heard any other songs by her. But she was a good singer, I'd say, or she is a good singer. She's still singing. She's still alive. I'll get into her later. First, I want to feature a sample of this song, "Misty Blue," and react to it. So here it goes.
Oh, it's been such a long time. Look like I get you off of my mind, but I can't. Just the thought of you turns my whole world misty blue.
Okay, that's the beginning of Misty Blue by Dorothy Moore. I think it's a really pretty and soulful song, and I remember when it came out. I remember when this was a hit back in 1976. My sister and I used to listen to the radio a fair amount. I was like 14 years old. I think we both liked this song. I think I liked it a little better than my sister. I don't know why. She probably thought it was a little too mellow and too commercial. I don't know what she was thinking, but I think it's a pretty song, and it was a pretty big hit of hers. She didn't have a lot of hits, but this one went all the way to number three on the pop charts. Also was number two R&B. Um, anyway, so I guess that's pretty much everything I have to say about this song, Misty Blue. Now I guess I want. Oh yeah, the other thing is it had a lot of covers. It was actually first written in 1966 by a pretty famous American singer-songwriter and record producer named Bob Montgomery. I don't think he recorded it though. I don't know if he did. The first recording I know of was by Wilma Burgess, also in 1966. That went to number four country. Wasn't a pop hit. I guess it started out as a country hit, and then later it was covered by Eddie Arnold in 1967. The following year, he had a number 57 pop hit with it, also number three country, and number 41 R&B. I guess it's kind of interesting. In the 50s and 60s, there were a lot of hits that were both hits R&B and country. But I think by the 70s, I think that was very, very rare. I think songs were either R&B hits or country hits. There seemed to have developed a division between country fans, who I guess were mostly from the South and the West, kind of redneck country, to fans of soul music who were mostly African American. Um, but when rock and roll started, they were both part of rock and roll. So anyway, just thought I'd mention that. Yeah, and then finally oh yeah, Dorothy Moore had a hit with it in 1976. Like I mentioned, her version went to number three pop and number two R&B, and then finally Billy Joe Spears, this woman here, very nice looking woman. I think I'm not familiar with her music, but she had a number five country hit with it. Um, I think also in 1976. Anyway, so that's pretty much everything I have to say about the song. That's deep, well covered song, and Dorothy Moore's version is the only one I've ever heard. I haven't heard the other ones, so I don't know what they're like, but I do like Dorothy Moore's version. Now I guess I'll just go back to Dorothy Moore, talk a little bit about her. She was born in Jackson, Mississippi in 1946. She's still alive. She's 79 years old, and her music spans a lot of different genres: R&B, soul, disco, gospel, and blues. And she only had a few hits, so I'm just going to go through her hits. Her first hit was the one I'm featuring today, Misty Blue in 1976. That went to number 3. She followed that up with a song called Funny How Time Slips Away, which went to number 58. And then finally, the next year, 1977, she had another soul hit called I Believe You, which went to number 27. I've heard that one too, another very pretty song. So those are the only hits for Dorothy Moore. But I think she did a good job on this song. I think she was a very good singer. I guess it's too bad she didn't get any hits. But anyway, that completes my feature for today on Misty Blue by Dorothy Moore. So thank you for watching. Here's a little soul music. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.